Have you already managed to find out exactly which unique personal energy companions you truly are? If you haven't discovered your type yet, you should definitely take a moment to complete a free personality test through the iMatrix platform to uncover your hidden traits and see where you fit in. So, iBlooming combines the great wisdom of both the East and the West along with science. Plus, with our AI artificial intelligence, we've created our 9 unique personal energy companion. So, which one are you? Alright, so after finding out which personal energy companion you belong to, you might want to dive deeper into understanding the personality, qualities, and how each of these energy companion behaves in different situations. So the next step is that we really want to know to understand the personal energy companion of our family members, our beloved daughters, our friends at work, our bosses, our subordinates, and so on. We really want to, through iMatrix and the personal energy companion test, also find out about our future wealth or get some direction regarding our relationships. Alright then, let's take a look together at the introduction of 2 people who are widely recognized and considered very successful in the world, 2 historical figures. One of them is, let's see, this person named Marco Polo. Marco Polo, during the period from 1271 to 1295, wow, that was a very, very long time ago. He already, relying on his courage and his curiosity for exploration, he gained the trust of Kublai Khan, the great Khan at that time. Marco Polo was appointed as a goodwill diplomatic envoy and sent to many countries. Wow, that's impressive, right? He traveled to many places, which was very significant and had a major impact on how much did Europe really understand about Asia. He was a very important figure in this regard. So, he also wrote a book called The Travels of Marco Polo, which was published, right? That's why everyone often hears about this successful explorer. Let's take a look at why he had such a remarkable personality. He had a very strong sense of curiosity. He really wanted to explore and had an open-minded attitude. So when he went to foreign places, he was really able to, adapt to local customs. He got used to things, and he also had a very strong ability to learn languages. So if Marco Polo knew about what we have today, like the booming development of 𝐃𝐢𝐯 and this kind of multilingual AI translation technology, I believe it would also be possible. As for Marco Polo, right, back then he didn't have these kinds of tools. So what did he do? He had to learn many languages in order to build trust with the locals, or to communicate with people, right? That was really important. He also recorded his experiences in his travel notes, which benefited many people and helped different cultures connect and exchange around the world. It's really very meaningful. And he also made a lot of personal sacrifices in pursuit of a free and unrestrained life, exploring the world of the future. He was truly a very successful explorer. All right, who's in second place? Well, it's someone many of our friends know, especially our friends in Hong Kong. He is Hong Kong's richest man, Mr. Lee Ka-shing. He is still the richest man in Hong Kong. Let's take a look at what Mr. Lee Ka-shing has to say to us, shall we?
When you're facing adversity, you have to ask yourself, do I have what it takes to handle it? When I was going through tough times, I believed I did because I was hardworking, I had perseverance, and I was willing to seek knowledge and build myself up from a young age. That period was really tough. There was no one you could talk to. You couldn't just go and tell your mom about it. Absolutely not. In life, whenever things don't go your way, never give up. And when my father passed away, it was like the roles reversed. He had nothing left to say to his son, and it became me asking myself the questions. If there was something I could talk to him about, I would speak to him well, and I had the skills to comfort him. Our family was always united. At 14 or 15 years old, I already knew what to do. If I didn't have money to buy new books, I would buy used ones. As long as I had a dictionary or a textbook that teachers used to teach students, I could accept using secondhand books. After reading them, I would sell them again to get other used books. No matter if the job became menial, I would still do my best at it. If you do your work well, you will feel good about yourself and gain a sense of accomplishment. You need to be interested in what you do today. If you are interested in your work, if you have passion, you will definitely do it well. Just like in the Olympics, even though the one in lane 1 comes in first, he only beats the second or third place by a tiny margin, maybe less than a second, and that's enough to win. In times of adversity, you have to rely on yourself.
This is one of 𝐃𝐢𝐯𝐶 mottos about never giving up, right? We say, be bold in making assumptions, but careful in verifying them. He really is a representative figure among Hong Kong's successful businessmen. So he has 10 principles for success, which I'll share with everyone. The first one is, ask yourself, can you handle it? So that's okay, but you need to have a strong physique, right? Good health is important. Most importantly, you also need fighting spirit. Isn't mindset crucial? You have to keep asking yourself, can you maintain diligence, perseverance, and a never give up attitude? The third point is very important, and it's also one of iBlooming's core values. Continuous learning, building up our own upskilling, our skills. We have to keep up with the times in all aspects. For example, Mr. 𝐃𝐢𝐯𝐶 is also like this. His dedication to learning is truly remarkable, and he is very diligent in this regard. At just 14 or 15 years old, he was already supporting his family and working, right? So he was also self-taught, including everything about doing business, law, and English, right? Whenever he encountered problems, he was always very humble and would seek advice from others. That's why we see that Mr. 𝐃𝐢𝐯𝐶 is not only a successful businessman, but also a very humble one, isn't he? He has experienced all kinds of situations. Even under such circumstances, he would still learn how to take responsibility for his family as well. He made sure to keep the family united and to support each other. So, you learn to be flexible, right? Read more books. In the past, it was all about physical books, but nowadays, we can also make use of our iLearning. In our iBlooming platform, iLearning allows us to use digital textbooks, and we also have many digital classes. Yes, taught by our professional teachers from all over the world who can help you learn, right? That's great. So we say, at the very least, you should develop some of your own interests. The most important thing is to discover your own personality traits, right? All right, so what we've brought up leads us to the 2 personal energy companion we're introducing to everyone today. That's right, it's BuBu and YeYe. So first, let's take a look at the qualities of these 2 personal energy companion. BuBu, we call him the explorer. His energy color is a mud brown, right? Coffee color. Okay, so what are his traits? He is free-spirited and carefree. He doesn't like to be tied down or restricted by others. He hopes to try new things, right? He pursues living out his true self. So he is someone who is very genuine, both towards people and things, a personality energy companion, you could say. Yes, he is very carefree, very independent, and also steady. Among these traits, he is also visionary and possesses a wealth of knowledge. He can adapt remarkably well to almost any place he goes, right? It is just like the famous explorer Marco Polo we mentioned earlier. Furthermore, he is also genuinely willing to listen to and accept other people's diverse opinions. Now let's take a closer look to see what different situations he might encounter in various complex scenarios. Let's explore these possibilities together, including in terms of work, in terms of collaborating with him, or even when it comes to handling pressure, and especially when taking on a leadership role, what kind of performance or behavior will he show? Let's take a look together. All right, BuBu is very free-spirited and unrestrained, meaning he doesn't stick to just one thing. He's open to new things. The most important thing you need to remember is that BuBu will never let himself be limited to repetitive work. He hopes to do things that are more flexible or work in environments that are relatively flexible as well. That's right. Don't confine BuBu. You have to let him go out and explore. So when working with him, we must be clear about this. Giving BuBu space to express himself freely is the best way for him to perform. That way, he can enjoy both the process and the outcome. BuBu is open to other people's ideas and different partners. You have your own way of doing things, and he has the ability to adapt. He won't restrict you, but you also can't limit BuBu.